Hey everybody, welcome back. So I've actually gotten a couple requests for a pickups video, and I sort of went back and I realized I actually have not done one in a while. Now, granted, I haven't actually gotten into much, and I think the few main things I've got in, I actually did videos on some stuff like the Phantasm box set and the Slumber Party Massacre set. Beyond that, I actually haven't gotten in too much, but actually I went back and I sort of went through and I was like, well, actually, I've gotten in at least a couple things. So I'm going to go through them right now. So I'll do these two real quick. Obviously, I got in the Slumber Party Massacre steelbook from Scream Factory with the Neca figure, which I did in both an unboxing and a review on, so please check that out. And I got in the Blue Underground House by the Cemetery Blu-ray, which I also did a review on, so again, please check that out as well if you haven't already. So I really love Joker, and I know I've said this a few times that I'm like, I'm not really as interested in steelbooks anymore, but every so often a title comes out and I'm just like, maybe I'll get the steelbook. So I did get the Best Buy exclusive steelbook of Joker, which you can see a little bit clearer there. So happy to add this one to the collection. Here's a movie that's actually been on Blu-ray for a couple years and I completely didn't even know, and that is the movie Angst. So this is a low-budget film done, early 80s, I think. I could probably actually look it up right here in front of me. Looks like it's 1983. And it is an Austrian film about a serial killer who gets released from prison and then he basically does a home invasion. So it is interesting because basically the film is really his voiceover of what he's thinking in his head. It's an interesting different take on serial killer, and it does have some disturbing stuff in it too, but really well done. I got in the Arrow release of Edge of the Axe, which I've not had a chance to watch yet. Let me know if you want me to review it. I did get the one from Diabolic DVD with their exclusive slipcover, and here is the exclusive slipcover. So I haven't seen this in a long time, so I'm looking forward to revisiting it. And actually this I just got today, and that is the Jay and Silent Bob reboot movie. I'm a fan of Kevin Smith. I was a bigger fan when I was younger, and actually I'm kind of looking forward to checking this out because it has all the, you know, sort of older characters and everything. Heard a couple mixed things, but I have a feeling I'll probably actually have some fun with this. Even though I have the Umbrella release, I did go ahead and get the Scream Factory release of Silver Bullet. I'm a fan of this movie, and honestly, I really wanted to get the Scream Factory release, even though I do know the transfer is the same on both the Umbrella and this release, but this one has some extras that one doesn't. And again, I'm just a fan. I kind of really wanted to add this to my collection, so I did. One I'm pretty sure I've not seen, and that is from MVD, My Samurai. But when I was looking up info on it, it's like, that actually sounds like an interesting movie, so I want to check it out. Some of the MVD titles had gone on sale on like Amazon and Best Buy and stuff, so I got this for like 10 bucks, and it still had the slipcover on it, which is cool. And what I like about MVD's covers is that they make them look like they're almost like old rental copies. You can kind of tell it's got like fake stickers, and it looks like it's like inside a VHS box. I get a kick out of things like that. Two I picked up from Kino is Trilogy of Terror 2, which I know they were able to go back and restore it, so I'm really looking forward to checking out their restoration. And finally, an actual 3D release of Parasite, actually restored by the 3D Archive so that it actually is an actual 3D release. So I haven't seen this in a long time, so I'm looking forward to finally seeing it in 3D. I've actually never seen it in 3D, which I'm like, how would I? You know, so I'm looking forward to actually finally checking this out in proper 3D. Hopefully it's got some fun gags in it. One that I have been meaning to get for a long time, and I just found out apparently it is out of print. So any copy out there, that's all that's left, and that is the Grindhouse releasing of Corruption with Peter Cushing. So I think this has actually been out for several years, but I've just been kind of putting it off, and then finally I saw the out of print thing go up. I was like, okay, I think I better go ahead and just grab it. One title I was really excited to get, I wish this got released here, but this was a, I believe a German release, and that is Sergio Solima's Revolver. I'm a big fan of this. Blue Underground had put out the DVD, a long time ago, and I have actually asked them if they were going to put it out on Blu-ray, and they said that they just didn't have any plans for it. I don't think it was, unfortunately, it was not a big seller. So I was happy to see that it got released on Blu-ray in Germany, and it looked pretty good. The thing about this film is that the distributor at the time had actually gone bankrupt, and so they didn't really have money to market the film. So the film unfortunately kind of came and went, and it technically is really sort of one of those hidden gems. And it's hard to find stuff for this film. I mean, it's hard to find a copy of the movie, but it's also hard to find anything from it. And a couple of years ago, I was lucky enough to actually find an original Italian poster for it, which I was very happy to get, and I got it really cheap because it's like nobody knows about the film, and there weren't like a ton of posters made because, again, the distributor didn't have any money. So at some point I hope we get like a really nice release, but in the meantime, very happy to have this Blu-ray release of Revolver. So as I mentioned before, I did sign up for Vinegar Syndrome's subscription thing for 1 more year, and I did get in my January titles. So first we'll do the adult one, and that is a double feature of 1001 Erotic Nights, Part 1 and Part 2. I don't think there's anything on here I can't show. I mean, I did say this channel is not for children, but you know, YouTube's doing weird stuff these days. And then there were 3 total. Another one is Flesh-Eating Mothers, and there's the inside cover. Once again, these amazing slipcovers that they do. God. And finally, Zombie Island Massacre. And can I show the back of this? Well, I'm going to show it anyway. And there's the back of the slipcover. And I did reverse the inside cover as well. Yes, this channel is not intended for children. So those are my Vinegar Syndrome January titles. And I do have one more thing that I actually picked up just today. I was at Walmart. It's actually where I got the Jay and Silent Bob reboot. Walmart actually has a decent collection. Like, they have a couple of the Neca figures. Surprisingly, my Target really doesn't carry much. You know, they'll sometimes have like 2 if I'm lucky, but they don't actually carry that much. Surprisingly, Walmart, for me, actually carries like a couple. The only problem is sometimes the packaging isn't in 100% when you get them at Walmart. But if they're ones I have full intention of opening, it doesn't really matter. So today I did get the Neca Ash from Evil Dead 2, which I'm very excited about. You can see the back there, and you can see that's where it's torn just a little bit there. But I was like, you know what? It didn't matter because this is one I'm going to open. And here's the inside. So there's Ash. There's the picture. See if you can, hopefully you can see that okay. The 3 heads actually do look good. I know the one in the center looks a little weird on camera, but in person it actually does look good. It's got the chainsaw hand. You know, the Book of the Dead, gun, the dagger. So happy to finally get this. And if you guys are looking for Neca figures, if you haven't checked Walmart, mine has them over by the movie section, like the movie game section. And at mine, it's in the same aisle as like the arcade 1-up machines and stuff. Give it a check if you're looking for any of them. Mine actually had a couple. It had like the Jason from Friday the 13th Part 3. It had Freddy from the first Nightmare on Elm Street. It had Jason from Friday the 13th Part 5. So yeah, if you're looking for any, I'd recommend just stopping in Walmart and just checking in there. So I think that's everything I've gotten since the last pickups video, obviously outside of the Phantasm set. I really need to stay on top of these because they're a lot of fun to do, and the fact that you guys are even asking for them actually really makes me want to, you know, kind of do them more often. So let me know what you have gotten in recently, if you have something that is coming in that you're really excited about. And as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.